Hey there, Darkstar here. Found a pretty interesting looking flight here from up here in Washington down to Telluride. It's always a fun approach. Continuing on our world tour here. Let's go ahead and request our favorite flight level, 410. Okay, we have a departure procedure. We have an arrival procedure. Let's double check the runway on the arrival though. 27 is recommended. That is the one. So ETL and that's the relatively easy approach up the kind of valley area there. Landing on the, not there. That's not the landing. There's the landing. Kind of up on this high plateau right there. See, we're landing at 6 p.m. Okay. And of course we have to give it a bath. Let's carry a little extra fuel. I've never flown out of this airport before, I don't know it. And we can hit the run key, which is numpad 3 by default. I didn't know there was a run. Basics on here.
Waiting for your instructions to start boarding.
DSC 18 parking 1 for ground service. Ready to embark passengers.
Currently at 50% fuel capacity, Captain.
Do not skip cutscenes right now. Love it when we can get weather. Okay.
TOS system test. Okay.
I wonder if Citation Max does a startup on the Longitude. I need to go through their videos and see. Be interesting to compare.
Just wanted to drop by and say hello before you leave for Telluride today with Mr. Gaines on board. He's one of our best clients leaving for vacation. Well, it's about time. Provide him with the finest service. I know I can count on you. Have a nice trip.
Kilo Charlie Lima Mike traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 is taxiing to runway 9er. Kilo Charlie Lima Mike traffic.
Always forget standby power. Turn that on. Taxi light on. As we learned the last time, these drive the landing lights. So if you're using the landing lights, you would not be using these, and apparently these won't come on if you have the landing lights on. I think these are like a lower intensity brightness than the landing light, and this one causes them to blink at high intensities. And also, pulse comes on automatically, assuming you have it on in here. If you go exterior lights and you have pulse with TCAS, T-A-R-R-A on, then they'll automatically pulse when needed. And beacon, it automatically comes on here, and your navigation lights are on automatically here as well. And of course you can bring up the pre-flight synopsis here. And these will all automatically complete here in a minute. I don't know what causes them to complete. But we are not in a situation right now where we need anti-ice, so we don't care about any of that. And, yeah.
Passengers, welcome on board flight DSC 18 with service from Telluride to Telluride. We'll be shortly in line for takeoff. Please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat. And to make sure your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff, please switch all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, to airplane mode. This is a non-smoking flight. Thank you for choosing Radiant Airways. Enjoy your flight.
They did fix some of the level of detail issues.
We should slow down our taxi speed, Captain.
One of the engines used to look kind of square. The other one would be fine. Why is the nose door open? Right. So we have a CAS message here. So we're gonna have to go check that. I swear that this plane didn't used to accelerate at idle. Now it seems to. Maybe I just missed it before, but looks like the hold short should actually be here. Weird, the runway marking back there was 9, and now this is 8.
Kilo Charlie Lima Mike traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, taking off runway 9er, straight out departure. Kilo Charlie Lima Mike traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this flight to Telluride. I'm First Officer Jordan Miranda, and I'm here to ensure you have an enjoyable flight to Telluride today. If there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please let us know. I gently remind you to fasten your seatbelt and that this is a non-smoking flight. You'll find a safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. Prepare for takeoff. Thank you.
Oh, I almost forgot. We have to check the nose wheel thing. Alright, the door. Ha! That one's open. Don't know if we can see that from here or not. Okay, cast message clear. And landing light on. That says 9. Because it's runway 9, but that label definitely said 8. Engine's looking good. Take off thrust.
V1, rotate.
Positive rate. Gear up. Okay,
With the
purposefully
approach,
not raising
Summit
flaps.
Delta Sierra Charlie 18 is type Cessna C700, 1 miles east of Kilo Charlie Lima Mike 900. Request flight following.
Flaps up now.
Summit Delta Sierra, Charlie 18, Whitby approach. Squawk 6475.
Squawk 6475. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
Summit Delta Sierra, Charlie 18, radar contact, 1 miles west of Whiskey 66, 4000.
Roger. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
Summit Delta Sierra, Charlie 18 contact in Seattle Center on 125.1. Good day.
125.1. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Seattle Center. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. 17400.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, Seattle Center, altimeter tree 009er, radar contact continue.
Seattle Center. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
Charlie
For miles east of
is
Whiskey
cleared to
66,
Kilo Tango, Echo
9400.
X-ray Airport.
Request IFR to Kilo Tango Echo X-ray.
16475.
Ready to copy. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 cleared to Kilo Tango Echo X-ray Airport as filed. Squawk 6475.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, read back correct. Radar contact 11,800. Altimeter tree 009er continue to WATTR, following heading 070. Resume O navigation. Climb and maintain flight level 410.
Continue to WATTR following heading 070. Resume own navigation. Climb and maintain flight level 410. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
think, but I'm not sure. There we go. I'll let the monsters in the back roam about the cabin. Imbalance to worry about. I'm going to let it settle out. I think it already did. Good enough. Okay, APU is off, gear is up, lamps are up, lights are good. Out, cabin pressure's coming up. Battery's fully charged. Structural ice building up, so let's get the anti-ice on for a bit. How do I know, you say? Structural ice percent right there, and it's all gone now. And let's see if we turn it off. Does it start coming back? I think it wouldn't for a minute. Probably carry some residual heat. We also may not be This is the SimBar watcher that comes with the SDK samples. If you want it, you have to go in and select your variables you want out of here, and then they'll pop up there, and then you add requests. You can
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1-8 contact Seattle Center on 128.5. Good day.
Going to 128.5. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
So it's still 0, so we're probably good with it off now. Probably cheating to use that, but it's harder to remember to bring that up and look at it than it is to go, oh, it's cold and foggy, I'm going to turn on anti-ice. I more do it because I like to see when there's ice building up. It's just kind of interesting. Turn all that stuff off again. Problem is, it's a pain when you're doing like first flight or flight scene flights. You kind of need those on so you know where it wants you to go. minutes in right now. We're already at 36,000 feet. So we got about 2.5 minutes to go. Maybe 3. In a small group flight earlier, and it was pretty random as to whether we could see the other people on our EFB, right? So you go into your, I can't because I'm in career mode, but you go in your EFB, you can see people around you, right? And it seemed like only the people I could see on my EFB showed up as traffic on my traffic radar as well. The other planes were just invisible both in the EFB and in here, which makes sense. Like if the game isn't aware of them in that sense, then I guess they don't show up here. But I could see their plane. I could see them flying around, and I could see their player tag. So we couldn't figure out like what the difference was. We kind of compared settings and everything. It just seemed random. Probably don't want. I think we want ETL as the transition. That's a PR there, and then we ride that in.
Dear passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Radiant Airways on flight DSC-18. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 41,500 feet at an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 3:18 p.m. and are expecting to land in Telluride approximately at 6:27 p.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Okay, so right now we don't have a top of descent because we don't have anywhere on our flight plan that gives us a definite altitude to be at. One way to resolve that is to set your transition here. Cancel this out. The other way is to go into your flight plan and pick a point like this one or whatever, or add a waypoint or something, and set a constraint on that. And that'll give you a top of descent to at least descend down to that altitude. So like this wouldn't be a good waypoint because it's pretty far away, I think. But what I prefer to do is just set the transition, even if you're not going to use it. So flight course reversal, no. Load that, okay. Boom, top of descent, 1 hour and 49 minutes. What? is that saying 506? Based on what? I think we're, yeah, that's weird. I've never seen it do that. I've heard you can put, that's going to be type at when I add it here. Okay, the other thing that'll happen a lot of times when you're doing this, your destination airport will be like a flyover here, right? We don't want to do that. Okay, so 410 all the way out. Well, now we'll be on a descent here, but we don't want to be super low by this point, I don't think. So, I mean, because we connected it, right, by setting a transition here, this should already all be taken care of. That's why we have a tough descent. It's kind of weird though, because like everything here is like above, right? There should be a point that is the runway. I guess it's kind of implied. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, now that we're in cruise here, we've got 2 hours, but it's kind of fluctuating a lot because we're getting a lot of gusts, even though there's not a lot of wind. 119. What? I think that's one reason when you're getting turbulence, you're supposed to slow down a little bit. So let's say we want to do that. Let's say we want to be a little more careful here in our cruise. We can say cruise is let's go 8-1. Okay, so let's drop our cruise down a little. Chiming for top-up descent there. It's an hour away. But yeah, you're supposed to slow down to turbulence penetration speeds. Don't know if this plane has one. Longitude, turbulence, penetration, speed. Crash report or something, or an incident report. It's a Cessna 210 though. charter flight, 4 passengers from Darwin to Tyndale. Soon after departure, the pilot diverted 5 nautical miles right of the planned track to avoid a large storm cell. That was 5 nautical miles left of track, so 10 nautical miles. 10 minutes after departure, while maintaining 3,500 feet, the aircraft encountered sudden and sustained severe turbulence. Control of the aircraft was lost for 3 minutes and passengers sustained minor injuries. After landing at Tyndale and inspecting the aircraft for damage, the pilot ferried the aircraft somewhere else. I don't know. Miles from the thunderstorm, the pilot did not have sufficient separation to ensure safe passage. Now, I thought 10 nautical miles was okay. I guess not. So they're saying they should have done better. Like the pilot wasn't qualified to perform the inspection. Operator has developed case studies for pilots emphasizing weather avoidance and management of abnormal events, integrated into proficiency checks to ensure solid understanding of theory and practical application of weather avoidance, escape, and post-encounter management. Passenger photo of the weather. People had minor injuries, not too bad. There's some turbulence penetration speeds. should be more like, I don't know how to interpret this actually. 200 knots maybe? I can't interpret what this is trying to say. But we're in a nice cruise. It is stabilized now, so I'm not so much worried about it. Let's go ahead and go back to our... So I don't like to do this cruise. Mach 8.4 puts you right on the edge. I usually do 8.3. That's close enough to me. Okay, so we'll come back when it's time to descend. See you in a bit. And we are back. We're approaching our top of descent. So let's go ahead and first let's get in contact with
Salt Lake Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, flight level 410. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, Salt Lake Center, radar contact, continue to Curva.
We'll descend when we get approval, I guess. We'll see how that goes. But our automatic top of descent is in less than 1 minute. If we get approval to descend, we'll hit VNAV. If not, we'll do a vertical speed descent to VNAV. And you can see the little marker on the tape there coming down. Doesn't look like we're gonna get ATC approval, so let's see how long they take. We can always do a super rapid descent in this plane.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 contact Salt Lake Center on 125.575. Good day. 125.575 for Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Salt Lake Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, flight level 410.
Radar contact, continue to Cova.
that going on? Like, why is it? It's saying it's a 1.5 degree descent. I don't understand. It should be 3. I don't know. I think that's why ATC hasn't given us our descent yet. It usually does pretty good, but I just don't know why this is coming up as 1.5. It's weird. Something in the flight plan, maybe? I guess that could be. Let's take a look. Not that. Oh, there it is. Ooh, you know, I wonder what thing what we should do is do. I'm glad we figured it out. Now that says 0. Why can't we do 1? Oh, because it's at the same altitude. Never mind. So just because I like to give little tips in these videos, that little purple marker right there is your track.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 contact Denver Center on 1 tree 4.5. Good day.
So our
Going to
heading
1 tree
is
4.5.
130. Our track,
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
131 actually.
Denver Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Flight level 410.
25.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, Denver Center, radar contact. Continue to sleep.
Sleep. This high up, the mountains don't look very high. Looks like our top of descent is coinciding with sleep. crosswind and a 31 knot tailwind. Other way we can do this, let's actually do that. We still got 2 minutes. Let's see. So if we take this constraint, I'm going to put this one at 3, and then I want to remove this one. Did I do that wrong? Directly to the FAF at 3 degrees, which is a little further out than ETL.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Descend and maintain 15,000. Descend and maintain 15,000. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
We're going to descend on, well, no, I tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll start gentle descent here. Top of descent out in front of us, but we'll catch up to it. You can see it slowly coming down on the tape there. Let's go ahead and get our passengers seated and buckled up. This valley here is going to be this right here. So we're going quite a ways up here. I don't think that's the same valley we fly up. We come over here and then we kind of fly up this one. It's a little hard to tell from this. So we can go to terrain highlight. Still can't see much. Yeah, there's kind of this canyon area here. Let's go ahead and get our landing performance data. We can use, oh, wait, what? Looks good. Runway elevation 9,000 feet. That's part of what makes this a challenge, is the altitude. Approach speed. So 6,900 feet available, 3,400 feet required. So we should use about half the runway. In practice, we'll use probably a little more than that, I think. But we should be just fine. And you can always go in here and you can say like, my landing factor is 1.5. Okay, now it's going to be 5,000 feet. So even if you go 15% over, you should be pretty good. Shouldn't run off the end. Probably have some minimums. Why is everything 9? 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. We're not mistaken here, are we? Wait a minute, what happened? This is saying 27. We're going to need to go around to the other side. That's what's going to happen here. If we get cleared to 27 anyway. problem is
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 contact center on 125.35. Good day. 125.35. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Center. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 is passing flight level 220, descending 15,000. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 Center. Radar contact. Continue to Echo Tango Lima.
I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, if we come up here and go that way, we're going to be on runway, whatever, 8 or 9. This says we should land on 27, which is the other way. Now, I don't think you should come up on the left side here. I think you're supposed to come up on the right side, circle around the back, and come in. So plan on doing that for now. Let's see what we actually get cleared for here. Below 18, so we'll come off standard pressure. Let's go ahead and get our lights on. Let's go ahead and get our APU started. Elevation's 9. So let's do 9 force. Oops. Not mean to do that. Tab 9465. Minimum 9465. If I'm not mistaken, it's up this way. Through some clouds. It is cold. Let's see if we pick up any structural ice. It's pretty fluffy clouds here, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, dude, you gotta clear us to something here.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Descend and maintain 13,000. Descend and maintain 13,000. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, you can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination.
Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18. Cancel IFR at this time.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
That's kind of rude.
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, 13 miles west, 13,500. Inbound to land. Runway 9er. Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic.
Now, how do I announce my descent without announcing final instead? Should be a menu option for it.
Ladies and gents, we are approaching Telluride Regal. Please fasten your seatbelt and adjust your seat back and tray table to the upright position. Secure your baggage in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. All electronic devices must be turned off until the aircraft is parked. Thank you. Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18, 8 miles west, 12,500. Inbound to land. Runway 9er. Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic.
Flaps 2. See if we can do this. It's going to go gear down. Okay, we've got our lights on. Speed to approach speed. Should be right alongside the runway right now. Which is why I've got the head tracker on, because I may need to be able to look around. Speed a little bit. Start my turn.
Tango Echo X-ray traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 is on final. Runway 9er to land. Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic.
Carry a little extra speed here.
300.
Got a little below the glide slope now. Not what I would call a stable approach.
150.
What are you doing?
Terrain.
It is not.
Terrain.
It's not working. There we go.
Low. Laps. 100 low. Laps. Too low.
Oh my goodness.
40. 30. 20.
Okay. Auto-throttle gave out on me. Runway 9! We could have done runway 9. Oh my goodness. Why did the auto-throttle turn off? You're supposed to be throttling. Just cut out on me. Please be have the hold short up here. we bounced off the top of the hill. That's hilarious. It says we touched down at 176 feet per minute. I think that was the second time, probably. See, there's also a G-force max. It was 1.4. That's probably that first one would be my guess. So probably hit it pretty hard.
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 18 is taxiing to parking. Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic. Dear passengers, welcome to Telluride Regal. Local time is 6:13 p.m. For your safety, The captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop, and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing Radiant Airways. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Telluride.
And we wish you a Telluride Christmas.
Glad we've arrived. I even managed to catch some shut-eye, and I'm not usually a fan of flying. Glad we've arrived. I even managed to catch some shut-eye, and I'm not usually a fan of flying. Glad we've arrived. I even managed to catch some shut-eye, and I'm not usually a fan of flying. Glad we've arrived. I even managed to catch some shut-eye, and I'm not usually a fan of flying.
Just keep repeating it. Oh, we should have turned these off before. Have our APU on for power, but we don't need it. We've also got that. Well, that was a bad approach. And we landed on the wrong runway, which was not cool. I meant to check and see if it said it. Maybe I'll be able to see it on the recording. Oh, goodbye S-tier reputation. Okay, see you later.